I'd like to tell you a quick story. This is about somebody who bought a hognose snake. They found out that the hognose snake had mites. They went back to the pet store. The pet store sold them mite spray. Well, it was a general insecticide spray, and said this is fine. It's no problem to use this with reptiles. The snake owner cleaned out the tank, sprayed the insecticide spray, and then returned the hognose. Within a couple of hours, the hognose was twitching. They contacted the pet shop, who said that sounds like breeding behaviour. A couple of days later, they contacted a different pet store, sent them the video, and they contacted me. It was clear this was neurological symptoms and not breeding behaviour. Lo and behold, I was told that the insecticide that they'd used had been one containing permethrin. So I felt like I had to make this video. I think it's important to highlight the risks. Household sprays often contain permethrin. Cypermethrin is more toxic, a long-acting version, so that stays active in the environment. Those compounds have ongoing toxic effects. Specifically sensitive are hognose snakes. The F10 insecticide products contain cypermethrin. F10 generally is very safe for use with reptiles, but please don't use any of the insecticide products with hognose snakes. The method of controlling snake mite, if you do have an infestation with hognose, I would always recommend Taurus mites. They're a predatory mite. If you have a bioactive setup, it's also likely that Taurus mites would feed on the springtails and things like that, but obviously any chemical means would also kill off all the invertebrates in the environment as well, and make it much harder to build up that bioactive system again. So here's a few of the products that are commonly available and contain permethrin or cypermethrin. Most of them are aimed at birds. Avoid any of these products with hognose snakes. Don't use them in the house. If you have a household flea infestation, one of the most commonly recommended products from vets is the Indorex household spray. Please don't use this in any environment where there's a hognose. I was hoping from the video that this was going to be a positive outcome, because the snake didn't seem to be experiencing respiratory signs. The snake was taken to the vet. I would hope that the vet, if they were not a reptile specialist vet, spoke to a reptile specialist vet, but that's a question that I don't have the answer to. Immediate first aid for a snake that has been exposed to neurotoxins like these is to remove them from the environment, wash the snake thoroughly with clean water, put them in a sterile environment with a clean water dish. Don't offer food. The snake's metabolism has enough to cope with without introducing digestion on top. Keep the temperature a couple of degrees higher. I'd recommend around 35 for the warm end, around 27 for the cooler side. That couple of degrees higher just helps the metabolism to speed up and remove those toxins from the snake system. And of course, vet immediately. There's a number of exotic specialist vets around. They will usually be happy to consult on a case, especially an emergency case if you don't have an exotic vet that's local to you. But please be careful, be aware of what is going into the environment around your snakes. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help.